Here.
Did Steve Emmert get back in?
Oh, so he was there.
Steve Mead? Is Steve Mead back? Dr. Stanley in?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Jay Yeager in?
Well, Jay said something just a few minutes ago.
Brian Young, are you there?
I am here.
Who all's not connected?
Well, I will read you a roll call as I see it. And you can also look in the top right corner. See the two heads that are like people over one another. It says 17 on my count. If you look for that, you should see it on your screen somewhere. And you can click it and it'll show you a list of who's in the room. Should be able to see that. And I'll start from the top. We've got myself, Anderson County TV, Annette, and I believe Jerry White is with Annette. I have Dave Stanley, Jay Yeager, Josh Anderson, Mark Alderson, Mary Knepper, Robert Smallridge, Tammy Catron, Kim Isbell, and VL Stonecipher.
I just sent the access code again to Commissioner Emmert.
Yes, he texted me asking if we could hear him. You just sent him the code?
Yeah, he's you got to call in that first number. It's on two different servers.
Okay, thank you.
Well, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can.
I can hear you.
All right, at this point, I'm gonna call the meeting back to order. And we'll go to old business. Any old business?
This is Dr. Stanley. Can I talk a minute? I was under the understanding that perhaps the members of the Charter Commission wanted to go ahead and complete our charter duty. Is that true or not?
Well, I'm sure it is. But and if someone would like to make a motion to that effect, I'll entertain it.
I will make a motion that we resume our meetings and present a charter to be voted on.
Motion for Dr. Stanley to present a charter to be voted on. Do I hear a second?
VL, you've got two people calling in again, Commissioner Mead and Commissioner Emmert. They could hear everybody, but you couldn't hear them, so they're going to try to call in again.
That's what I have to do, Jay.
Yeah, I think that's it. So they're not able to hear or speak to it. They can hear. I'm sorry, they can't speak to us.
They can hear?
Yes, they can hear. I know
Okay.
Emmert can and Mead can both.
Dr.
We'll try to
Stanley.
record their vote.
Dr. Stanley presented a motion to continue the charter meeting and to write a charter for the people to vote on. And I've asked for a second.
I'll second that.
Motion was second, but Dr. Smallridge. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I was just waiting on the other two members.
I'm able
Okay.
to relay their votes, if you'll accept that. They can talk to me.
Under these circumstances, I'll accept that.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just one question. Since it's for discussion, does anything that needs to be added to that, or does our attorney understand what going through at that time?
Yeah, I understand what he's saying. He's saying to write a charter, is the way I understood it.
Yes, sir. Does anything need to be changed or added outside of just writing a charter?
Well, what we'll have to do is just bring various provisions back to you to vote them up and down. We need to get this moving and to expedite it instead of going through this whole process again and waiting for motions to be made and approved. I'll go ahead and just start writing something and bring them in at each meeting for you guys to take a look at and decide what you want to vote.
I'm ready to vote.
We need to vote.
And we'll resume our regular meetings. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
All in favor? Let it be known, saying aye.
Do you need a roll call?
We probably do. Is it there?
I am. Just a second. Okay, Stonecipher,
Pass.
Smallridge,
Yes.
Alderson,
Yes.
Dr. Stanley,
Yes.
Steve Emmert, Tim
Jay,
Isbell. Jay, do you know what Steve wants to vote?
Steve Emmert votes yes.
Okay, Tim Isbell,
Yes.
Jerry White,
yes.
and Steve Mead.
Annette, give me just a second on Steve Mead.
Okay. Steve Emmert says he can hear us just fine, but we can't hear him.
Is Mead back on?
Hey, Mead votes yes, sir.
Okay,
7 yes and 1 abstain.
motion carries. Motion passes.
Can you set a new meeting, sir?
Well, the next meeting will be May 4th. And I have a question
Okay, thank you.
for our counselor. Jay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
do we need to, just to have people to send in proposals to Annette for the May 4th
Yes, if they so
agenda?
desire. Yes, if they want to, or they can send it to me.
Or me, either one.
Yes, but,
But
and if it's a citizen, they can send it to the dedicated email address.
okay. Do we have any other new business?
Hello? Hello?
I have a
Yes,
question.
Do we have any other new business?
Mr. Stanley, can I say something else?
If,
You need to speak up.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi. Hello? Can you hear me?
yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I do think we need to make an agenda where we have at least 2 meetings encouraging the public to come in and discuss any options of charter to offer for vote.
That's why I asked for the proposals to be sent in to put on an agenda. That agenda will be made public, and then we always have citizens to be heard.
In all due respect, I think perhaps that citizens thought they were invited to speak on the subjects who were coming in that day, the department heads. And it was very clear that our only agenda was to hear.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
But,
Here, David, I can't hear you very well.
Hello?
is that Steve Mead?
Hello?
Yes.
Steve Emmer.
Who's speaking?
This is David Stanley. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I would like to say we need to make it clear that we are going to have at least 2 public meetings and have the agenda only for what citizens would like to see discussed.
You've done that.
We had 12 of those.
In all respect, I think the citizens thought that they were invited to, I don't know what that noise is background. They were invited to speak about the topic of that meeting. We didn't have a meeting that was only for the citizens to give their impressions or their.
Every one of the meetings had citizen participation in it. Every one of them started off that way.
I think there was a
That's the standard
misunderstanding.
agenda.
Has to be an open meeting.
Yep, as my point of order right now is that we will establish an agenda for the May meeting. It'll be like the agenda we've always had, but those things will be listed if they send them in. we'll have to stick closely. You send it in, Dr. Stanley, either to Annette, or if it has something you think might be legal with it, to Jay Yeager, or you
Who
send
do I
an
send it?
email to me. You can do it by email or however you want to.
In all due respect, in the past, when I have sent suggestions to request to be on the agenda, they have been ignored. So, as I said,
As a point of order, Dr. Stanley, I think even every meeting, we had old business and new business, and nobody put anything on the agenda, including you. And I sent out a proposal, an email asking for all proposals. That was at the January and February meeting, and I received none. So now I anticipate we're going to be receiving some, and it will be on the agenda.
Hello?
that's good because
Hello.
I said
Yes, who's speaking?
Hello?
things.
Who is that keeps saying hello? Is that you, Emmert?
Yes, it is me, Emmer. Am I finally in here?
Yes, sir.
You've been in here. I think people are just talking over the top. Emmert, when you got to talk, just get in there and say your name and get on it, because they're talking and you got several people talking and they're just going right over the top of you.
Okay, Chairman, whenever I'm allowed to talk, please let me know.
You're on, Steve.
Yes, sir. Of all the Charter Commission meetings that we held, we allowed and we stressed that the public intervene and let us know if there was anything that they wanted. No one showed up, period. And I have gotten more emails here lately that say right now that they are not in favor of the charter of government. But if we do something at the Charter Commission, please do something that is reasonable for our county citizens. So, no disrespect, but nobody came to us to do anything. So, Chairman, I'm with you 100% on that, and you got my full support because our meetings were done by the book. Our county attorney, Jay Yeager, did a great job. All of our county officials showed up and said what they felt and how they felt. Not one citizen of all of our committee meetings, of all of our commission meetings showed up to say anything. So right now, Chairman, I'm with you, and I appreciate y'all letting me say something because finally I'm in here.
May I reply?
Okay, thank you, Steve. Now,
Okay.
with no further,
Can I say one more thing, please?
go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Stanley.
A couple times I asked for it to be brought up meeting and announced ahead of time that this is the meeting for them to come in and is the charter, but we never had that type of meeting. And when I asked when we were, I was told, are we ready for it now?
Well, I'll tell you, at this point, we know what the May meeting is set for. So I appreciate those remarks, Dr. Stanley, but we're going to move on now. Does anybody else have any, is there any other business? Does anybody have any motion that they need to make? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Meeting adjourned.